Hello and welcome. My name is Scott Duvall, certified consulting hypnotist and NLP practitioner. I'd like to welcome you to our overview on hypnosis. I like to start by revealing the secret of hypnosis. And that is all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. That trance and hypnosis is nothing more than a natural reoccurring process that happens within the body and mind communication many times a day. In hypnosis, we're working with the conscious mind, and we're also working with the unconscious or subconscious mind. The conscious mind is our analytical mind, our critical mind. It wants to understand everything, label it, put it in its cubby, identify it. Through trance, which is focused attention, we have the ability to bypass that critical factor of the conscious mind, giving us direct access to the subconscious mind. And I like to explain the subconscious mind as being like the hard drive on your computer. It just holds information. So it holds all of our values, our beliefs, our life experiences. It also is our creative faculty. It gives us the ability to imagine, to pretend, to think about. It also works in conjunction with our autonomic nervous system, taking in thoughts, creating emotions, and then creating the natural physiological response throughout the body based upon those emotions and thoughts. The interesting thing here about the subconscious mind is it doesn't have the ability to differentiate between reality and that of a vividly imagined situation. It creates the same neurochemical responses, the same body reactions based upon an imaginative thought as it does a real live situation. For example, as if you've ever been watching a movie and it's one of those romantic or tearjerker movies and you find yourself welling up, beginning to cry, you get that lump in your throat. Or if it's a suspenseful movie and you find yourself very stressed out. Well, that's not a real life experience, but we've allowed ourselves to be so imaginatively, sensatorily involved in that experience that our bodies actually react as if that were actually happening. And so that is the principle on how hypnosis works, through a vividly imagined situation, a metaphor, direct suggestion. Through trance, we have the availability of opening up the portal to the subconscious mind, creating the new beliefs, the ideas, the habits that you're here to create. So that brings us to full circle. Lots of different ways to induce somebody into a hypnotic trance. We could actually wait around for about 90 minutes, and most people will go through a hypnagogic cycle. For most, and the stereotypical approach to hypnosis would be to do what's called a progressive relaxation induction, where we focus in on the various parts of our body more and more, relaxing it more and more. And as the body gets good and relaxed, of course the mind is in tandem with that. When the mind gets good and relaxed, we will generally take you on an imaginative journey someplace. Stereotypically, it would be down a beautiful stairway into a magical garden where you can take in all the sensatorily delights that your magic garden has to offer. This is what creates the opening in the subconscious mind. This actually secretes the right neurochemistry, which stimulate the prefrontal cortex of the brain, giving us the ability to create new neural pathways. Now, a lot of people would stop there while the subconscious mind is open, and we're placing in those post-hypnotic suggestions that you and I come up with together. Now, a lot of people would stop there and bring you back up and talk about it. However, I believe in doing what's called future pacing. And future pacing is nothing more than giving your conscious mind and your subconscious mind a vividly imagined, sensatorily involved experience of already being successful at what it is that you're here to achieve today. Now, I find that the biggest thing that prevents people from achieving their goals, their desires, their dreams in life is just not having that clear depiction of what it is. Therefore, they're moving forward to what they're aspiring to do, but there's the cloud of unknown in the way. And you know, human nature and the cloud of unknown is generally to fear the unknown, or to resist, or move the opposite direction back to something that is familiar, even if that something familiar is dysfunctional, outdated, or no longer serving your purpose. So by creating that clear, vivid, sensatorily involved picture of what it is that you do want on the subconscious and conscious mind, we remove that cloud of unknown, allowing the mind and body to do what it's designed to do, and that's to evolve, to grow, to expand, to become more and more enlightened. And so that brings us full circle. All hypnosis being self-hypnosis. All hypnosis is a natural reoccurring process of the body and mind. Therefore, I believe that everyone is hypnotizable. The only reason why a person wouldn't feel comfortable enough to allow themselves to participate fully in the process of trance or hypnosis is just as if they have any underlying fears or concerns about the process. And there are 3 stereotypical concerns that people have, left over from some old Vincent Price movie or some old Hollywood spy movie. And the first is that people have an unwarranted fear that the hypnotist can implant a suggestion into their head and make them do something that they don't want to do. The fact is that you're always aware of what's going on. You're always in control. If I were to suggest something to you that wasn't within your morals or your values, your conscious mind would kick in and negate that. We can't make you do something that you don't want to do. The second is sometimes people believe that trance is such an extraordinary experience, such as being in a coma or in a zombie state, and therefore if something happened to me during the process, they would be locked into that suspended state of zombie hypnosis for the rest of their life. This is just not true. The fact of the matter is, in hypnosis, you're always in control. You always are aware of what's going on around you. As a matter of fact, if I didn't say something for 5 or 10 minutes, you'd probably get a little bored. You are good and relaxed, so you might drift off into a cat nap or just a short little sleep. Eventually you'd get bored and open up your eyes and walk out the door. Now our agreement is, as you decide to work with me today, that if that should happen, that you call 911 for me before you bolt out the door. Much appreciated. That leads us into the third, and it's reminiscent or remnants from an old spy movie of some sort, that somewhere along the line that hypnosis got correlated with the lie detector or truth serum. So sometimes people have the unwarranted fear that they might reveal something about themselves that they just don't want people to know. This is just not true. We are working very heavily on the creative subconscious mind, giving you the ability to create an illusion, a disguise, or an outright lie if you wish, even more so than the general awakened state. However, the more actuality-based our relationship is, the cleaner the post-hypnotic suggestions are that are going back into you, the sooner, the quicker, the easier it is for you to achieve your outcome. All hypnosis is self-hypnosis. Not something that's necessarily done to you, but something that you allow yourself to participate. I'm your guide. I'm going to lead you to that place where you have the inherent capability of communicating on that mind-body level to create the changes, the new beliefs, or the new habits that you so desire. Should you have any questions, concerns, or fears before we start, please ask me and I'll be sure to give you the answer that you desire. Thank you so much. Looking forward to meeting and working.